I look so crazy, y'all, but you know what? It's okay because it's your girl Maggie Melanin. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, and you already know what it is. What's up, y'all? So I had to do a voiceover on this. Unfortunately, the music inside of the daggone store was saying that I was gonna have a copyright, so here I am. So pretty much before we walked in the store, I was looking at all the stuff in the front. I'm like, not them having boogie boards, like what? And I was like, what the heck is these big old wind fan thingies? I was just like, what is going on here? And then I took myself into the store finally, okay? And honestly, maybe it's a good thing that I did the voiceover because my daughter, the little baby, was acting crazy. So, yeah. Anyways, when we first walked into the store, I let my son pull the cart because he was like, Mom, can I hold it? And I said, yeah, sure, whatever. So, the first thing when you get in, literally right to your right, they have all these like body, butters and stuff, body creams and stuff, and they had like the shimmers and stuff. It was really cute. Like I really like how that stuff looked. They had that whole section full of all of that stuff. Obviously, you see all the candy right there. Five Below stay with some candy, okay? And then these things right here, they always be catching me because I'll be like, yo, should I get one or should I not? I didn't get one this time either, but I'm going to get me a body butter. I'm going to get me a body butter. But they have a lot of body butters. They have a lot of lotions and stuff. You know, that's what Five Below really consists of. And then Stitch. When I tell you they have so much Stitch like stuff, I was like, oh my goodness, they're really promoting the Lilo and Stitch movie. Like they're not playing. But those slides looked like really good slides. Like I was really thinking about getting me a pair of them slides. I'm not even gonna hold you. But yeah, so they got all the summer stuff out already, you know, because it's starting to get warmer, y'all. So if you need some stuff, go to Five Below. They have these bags. I think I might get one. I think I might get one of these bags. I don't know. We're gonna see. Yeah, they got all the summer stuff out now. They got the what you call those, the shoes, the water shoes. They got the flip flops and all that fun stuff. You know, once again, they have still a whole bunch of candy. Five Below don't play when it come to candy. I'm gonna give them that. But we was looking at the cotton candy and everything, and then we ended up going to like this section where it's like the makeup and stuff. And Paris Hilton had her whole section. My girl had her whole section. That right there was $20. That like whole big kit. And then they had like the ones in the cups for like $10 and stuff. And then they had one behind there. If you can see, I think I pick it up. And that was $20. But I think that's like one of her scents and stuff. I think I might go back and pick that up. I don't know. I'm debating if I want to. But anyways, they have a bunch of cards and candy and all that fun stuff. That bag though, I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought it was like it came like that, but it didn't. Like I'm gonna show you in the next part where they have like different like colors of those bags. They have like a black one, they had a white one, and more Stitch stuff. Like I said, they're really promoting this, and I love books from Five Below. If you're looking for a good book, something to do, like even for like crosswords or anything, go to Five Below. They have really good books there. I can 100% say that for sure. I always get my books from there. Maybe I'll go to like Second and Charles, but I do go to Five Below mostly to get like my books and everything. But yeah, so you know they have a little section where you can get all the miniatures from um the makeup brushes and stuff. I thought that was really cute. I think they should do more of stuff like this, but like the makeup like brushes and stuff too, instead of like the makeup sponges. They had a strawberry one. I thought this was so adorable. I don't know why. And like the little pouches like these with like the couple of things inside of them for $5, that's so adorable for like a teenager. Like I really feel like the teenagers going into Five Below can really get some good goodies, you know what I'm saying? And these powder puffs, I'm gonna start racking up on them because I had to buy some offline. I didn't know Five Below had it. I clearly wasn't looking. But those are the bags I was talking about. They had it in purple, well, lavender, black. They have it in white. Oh my goodness, it was so much. And then these little things down here, I'm still trying to figure out what they were. But yeah, and it was the kids were having a dance break. I'm sorry, they started to dance in the store because the music was playing. Like I told you, I had to do a voiceover because the music was playing, and it was some fire music they had playing in there. Okay, but I guess it's a brand called Amora. Yeah, I think it says Amora, and I've never heard of that brand, but it looks like really good quality stuff. Like I ain't even mad at it. But Back to the perfumes. I have a couple of perfumes from them. I have the cherry one and I had the Ariana one right now. But at this Five Below, I was in the one in Quakertown. They have so much more of a variety of perfumes. And I was like, okay, this is cute. This is cute. So we were just going through the store. You know, I was looking at all of the fragrances. I was considering buying that one right there that I'm holding on to and that I probably shouldn't have sprayed on the box. But yeah, I was considering buying that one, but I didn't. But yeah, they had so much stuff in this Five Below. Like if you go to a different area and go into the Five Below, they have so much more better stuff. Like depending on the area. And I was in Quakertown. All of the hand masks, face masks, lip masks, they're so good. And y'all, I think I'm gonna do a video of me showing y'all all my Five Below shirts because baby, their graphic tees are A1, yo. I'm about to go. I might even go to Five Below and shop and get a bunch of graphic tees and give y'all a haul of that. So I think I'm gonna make that a video. So look out for that. I might just do that next weekend or something. But yeah, my son wanted that shirt, but it wasn't in his size, unfortunately, so he couldn't get it. But it's okay, it's okay. We got them some other stuff. He got him a little toy or whatever the case may be. But yeah, they got clothes in there. Five Below be having some good stuff. You can't knock Five Below when it comes to graphic tees or like their socks and like their little cute little mini outfits and stuff like that. I was pretty much trying to find my son a shirt, but I couldn't find his size or whatever, but it's okay. And also this Five Below, not everyone, they have the Five and Beyond. So you can go in there and get stuff for like $20, maybe $30 depending on it. But y'all, they have the inflatable movie screens projectors. I'm when I get my house, I'm buying it. Sure am. They got the mini refrigerators. I might get one for my daughter's room because you know when they get girly, they want to have their own little stuff. So I might get my daughter her little mini refrigerator and my son one too, but not that one. But yeah, so we ended up going to the kids section, well, the toy section, because I told the kiddos that they can pick out a toy. So they went and they was picking out toys, but I seen near the kids section, the toy section, they have the workout section. So they had a whole bunch of workout stuff and everything. And then my daughter was lifting weights. It was like a little tiny weight, and she was really on there exercising, like too cute, too freaking cute. But yeah, the kids were trying to find a toy because like I said, I gave them permission to get a toy or whatever, and my daughter had found a ball. She was just kind of testing it out on the floor. As you can see, you can kind of test it out right there. And she was telling me about how her class has some of the toys, I think she was saying. So they were going back and forth trying to figure out what they wanted to get. I should have did a little mini haul on what we did buy out of the store, but the kids wanted to open up their toys faster. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'm just going to let y'all go crazy. And I just didn't do the haul. But daughter ended up getting that game toy in the background. And it has slime in it. That one that she picked up. She ended up getting that one. And my son ended up getting some kind of, I think, Five Nights at Freddy's toy. If you know, you know. If you don't, I don't really know how to explain it. But yeah, so they got all of this stuff at the Five Below. I was trying to help them pick something out, and you know it takes kids like a billion years to pick something out. You can never have them go into the store and quickly pick something out. I ended up getting daughter, my other daughter, the baby, like that plushie that's in her hand. It's like a ice cream cone teddy bear. It was so adorable. They have all of these little science project things in there as well. My son used to love to do science projects. He doesn't like to do it no more like that, but I feel like he might go back to it eventually or whatever. But yeah, look at all the toys. They have a whole bunch of like little figurine toys and all of this and that. And they have like the slime kits, which I'm a mom. I don't play about slime. I don't do that. But yeah, so I ended up going down more of the aisles, and one thing about Five Below, they're gonna have them a plushie. And another thing they're gonna have is a whole bunch of stationery, okay? When I tell you their stationery section is so good, it's so good. Okay, so if you go in there trying to find a journal, if you're going there trying to find some pens, some notebooks, good erasers, just a whole bunch of like stuff you could put on like your desk if you were, even if you work in just the office, or if you're just a student in school who just wants some cute little stationery stuff, Five Below has it. Okay, look at this $5 start school kit. Like that's $5. They got glue sticks and everything. Like y'all, you can't really be mad at Five Below. Like, you can get stuff for even under $5. They have stuff for like $3, $2. I think maybe the cheapest is maybe $1. Maybe you can find something. I'm not sure, but then I finally did find a section for like the kids' shirts, but he didn't want any of those shirts. So yeah, but clearly, like I said, there was so much more stationary stuff there, and it was just a lot of stuff. If you're going there on a budget, it's gonna be hard because I had trouble sticking to our budget. But yeah, so we just continued to look around, and then after a while, it was just like, all right, well, we gotta get out the store because the kids get too excited, I get too overwhelmed, and we just pretty much finished shopping. We did all we needed to do. But yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.